Hey everybody, it's A-Hole Cop. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time stopping by, thanks for checking in. I'm in Wall, South Dakota by Wall Drugs. It's a tourist trap here in South Dakota. I'm going to be going inside, showing you around. Best way I can describe it to everybody at back east, it's like south of the border in one building. There's signs for it all up and down I-90. They like to advertise free water and 5-cent coffees. It's all tourist trap stuff, and I love that kind of stuff, so let's go in there and check it out. And then after this, we'll be taking a ride through the Badlands National Park, so hang in there. Spurs for your Cowboys. I'm thinking I'm gonna get this one. How's it look? Gun belts for your 6 shooters. They even sell used ropes used by local cowboys. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for Wall Drugs. It's a fun place, isn't it? Of course I had to get a sticker. I mean, how else am I gonna prove I was here to all my friends? Let's hit the Badlands. You're gonna like that one. See you in a minute. Okay guys, we're entering the Badlands National Park. It's super windy, so I'm gonna try to do all this monologue through the GoPro. I hope it comes out. Alright guys, this is the first rest area inside Badlands National Park. Pictures don't do it justice. It's amazing. I come out this way every time I come here. Like I said earlier, I usually do the Wall drugstore and then come through here. It's exit 110 on I-90 coming out this way. It's not to be missed. If you have a National Park Pass, you can get in. Otherwise, vehicles are $30 and motorcycles are $25. But it is so worth the trip. Yeah, you don't have far to ride to get these views. We're like literally 5 minutes inside the gate. You have to get here early though, because this does get jammed up, as you would imagine, especially this time of year. But the temperatures are absolutely fantastic out here. It's 72 degrees. It's dry, but it is windy. It's very windy today. I'm actually concerned it's going to affect the audio a little bit. If it does, who knows, maybe I'll do my first talk over video. There's bighorn sheep down there. I don't know if you can see them. Look at them just hanging out. This is the first time I've actually seen sheep in this park like this close. Pretty cool. If you can spot them off to the distance here, these are all prairie dog mounds. Some of them you'll see them popping up and running around. Oh, there goes one right there. We'll probably catch some later in Custard. They're all over the place there. So I'm standing at this beautiful canyon. I'm trying to get some pictures, you know, some Instagram selfies. And the wind is so bad, it almost blew me off the side of the hill there. So I'm back on the bike. Yeah, let's rent an RV. We'll see the country. It'll be great. Great. Just great. So have you ever met somebody that was like, oh, I want to rent an RV and drive across the country? This is them. They're a pain in the ass. And if that's you, you're a pain in the ass. Get out of the way. I got places to be. All right, there's a viewpoint here. Maybe we'll get some of these hippies off the road so we can get on our way. Oh, no, they're going to keep on driving. Boy. If you remember my Big Bend video, there were some rock formations and the color of the stone were something like this. I said it reminded me of the Badlands in South Dakota. And it had kind of the same thing. Not as dramatic, of course, but it was kind of like the same, had the same kind of thing going on. We're at the eastern end of the park here, and these hills are really blocking the wind. Still got this RV in front of us, though. What fun. Okay, so we just left the gift shop and the visitor center. We're exiting the park on the east side. Like I said before, we should be around milepost 131 on 90 when we get out of here. Now, back in the day, I usually just turn around at the visitor center and head back through the park and exit the way I came in by Wall Drugs. But the park's starting to fill up. I noticed a lot more motorcycles heading this way, a lot more RVs heading this way, and I don't want to get stuck behind all that stuff. So we're gonna head back out to Rapid City. I'm gonna have to stop at the place I'm staying, get some new batteries, and gonna head into Sturgis again. Maybe take a test ride if the Indians are available. I'd like to ride one or two of them before I hit the parks and stuff later on or tomorrow. So hang in there, and I will see you down the road. All right, guys, this is the Indian Polaris display. They have a huge display out here, bigger than Harley's. They're offering demo rides out in the back. I mean, they got like all their models here. It's very impressive. Let's go check it out. While I don't know too much about Indians, they have like all their models out here for demo rides. I don't know what it was like earlier in the week, but there's nobody out here demo riding bikes now, and they all look pretty cool. Maybe I'll try one out later. Okay, guys, so I'm taking the Indian Challenger for a ride. This is like the only Indian I've been interested in. I like the fixed fairing. I like that it looks like a road glide. I've never ridden an Indian before, so this is probably my first one. I find it interesting that they called it a Challenger when clearly it looks like a Camaro. I can't be the only one that sees that, right? Anyway, so I will tell you first impressions. Like I said, I've never ridden an Indian before, so I've sat on this and I rode it down the street. I just got on it. It's a big bike. I mean, I'm reaching for this thing. My feet are like way out in front of me to reach for this bike. So if you're a tall guy and you like V-twins, this might be the bike for you. I know a lot of tall people, they can't ride Gold Wings with the new fairing because their knees hit the fairing the way it's designed. I see that. A lot of guys, you know, they're all squashed up on Harleys, especially street glides. They prefer the road glides because it feels like more stretched out. But this whole bike feels bigger than the road glides that I rode. So it shakes a lot too. There's a lot of vibration in it. So I'll be interested to see what it's like when I get it out on the highway. So give me a minute. I'm gonna go for a ride and come back and I'll tell you what I think. See you in a minute. Alright guys, I just finished my demo ride with the Indian Challenger, my first ever ride in Indian. My first impression, it's got a lot of power. I mean, it feels as fast as the Gold Wing, if not faster. It's definitely faster than the Harley Limited. The CVO, it's kind of hard to say because the CVO is very smooth, so you don't feel the torque on the CVO even though you know it's fast. One thing I will say, critique I will give this bike is you feel this bike running. It's got a lot of vibration. It shakes, it rattles. You can feel the bike running. So when you take off on it, you're feeling it. Handlebars, there's vibration in handlebars, the floorboard, the seat, the whole thing. I know some people complain the Milwaukee 8 on the Harleys is too soft, too smooth. If that's the way you feel about the Milwaukee 8, you might want to ride one of these bikes because you definitely feel it running, that's for sure. I'm quite confident with making it anywhere. A lot of guys ride these bikes now, but myself, I probably would have a problem with my hands and my feet after doing about 1,000, 2,000 miles on a thing. It's really shaky there. But some people like that stuff. It's very powerful. Like I said, way faster than the Harley Limited. The BMWs, it's not faster than the BMWs, but it's a very nice bike. One other thing I want to note here, there's 3 ride modes on this bike. It's rain, standard, and sport. It's just like the Harleys. There's no difference. I really didn't feel a difference between the standard and the sport myself. They say it adjusts the timing or something like that. You know, it's not like dynamic in a BMW or sport mode in Goldwing. It's got plenty of torque in the standard mode and the sport mode. So, if you're looking for it, it's there. I can't tell the difference, but it's definitely got a lot of power. All right, guys, I figure I'd give Indian one more chance. This is the Indian Roadmaster Limited. This is like top shelf touring for them. The fairing is different than the Challenger. This is more of like, I guess, an ultra classic style bike. The windshield is taller, I'll tell you that. It's got a weird angle though. When it's all the way up, it feels a little too close to my face, you know what I'm saying? But right off the bat, right out of the lot, it's smooth. It's smoother than the Challenger. So I'm gonna take this for a ride through the route, let you know what I think when I get back. See you then. All right, guys, I just finished the demo ride of my Indian Roadmaster. I gotta say, if I was in the market for an Indian, this would be the one I'd be getting. It doesn't feel as fast as the Challenger. I don't know if the Challenger has a different engine or different powertrain in it, but it's definitely smoother. It has vibration. It's not as smooth as the Harleys, as the Milwaukee 8s. I'd say it has the same vibration as my 2013 Road King. The feet, there's a little bit more vibration in the floorboard, so I don't know about long-term how that would be, but if I was looking for something like this to go touring on, this would be the bike I would get. It doesn't feel as big as the Challenger. Even though I like the way the Challenger looks a lot better, this is more of my speed. I like the way this bike handled, and I like the torque and the power in it. Again, I felt that it had a little bit of a difference going from standard to sport. In this one, it felt a little bit more, the throttle felt a little more active, whereas I didn't feel a difference at all on the Challenger. And I'll definitely say it's probably faster than the Goldwing. It definitely feels faster than the Goldwing. Great at highway speeds. I've never ridden one before. I like it. If you haven't tried one out, go take one for a test ride. It's a pretty nice bike. That should do it for the demo rides now. I'm pretty much done with it, so on to new things. Let's go. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me this week. If you hung out to the end, thanks for watching. If it was your first time here, thanks for stopping by. If you like what you saw, remember, like, subscribe, follow, hit the little notification button, give me a thumbs up. Look for me on all social media. I'm A-Hole Cop. Google me. I'm all over the place. Indians were very interesting. I never rode one before. I'm glad I got to ride them. They're not really for me, but if you're interested in them and you're a tall person, definitely give them a try. They're interesting. Love the Badlands. Badlands was great, even though it was windy. The weather was good. And wall drugs is always fun. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.